We're here in the northern part of Madison County. Stopped at a soybean field. It's our customer's field. It's pretty much a 3-3 maturity bean. It's done extremely well over last year. More medium height, but also medium bush to bush. It really shows the nice branching out in this field. 20-inch rows in it. Beans similar to corn. Our beans got pretty much planted in that later part of May. They got going and they developed good roots. We could see differences out there on those plants that went ahead and produced a lot of good nodules out there, and there's plants that haven't produced the nodules. I'd like to point out here is on this plant here, it does look good. Now we do have some nodules and went down, okay. Really our pods get a little bit too far apart. This one here we have some issues as far as having yield. Now we go to the next plant over and we see a lot better root system, a little bit. Our nodules are still being formed down here on the lower roots. Look how the pods just went up the plant, okay? All the way up the plant, and then here we put our clusters up the top, all right? So with this plant here, same row, we're having a chance for a better yield. One other thing I've noticed in walking in this field is, which we're probably going to see because of our dry conditions, how the pod, the membrane, basically the hull just has opened up. The beans are ready to pop out. So we're probably anticipating a little bit shattering out there, but we don't want these plants to really get much drier because we'll probably have more of a shattering issue in that. And then I come to of all the plants in the same row, and this one wasn't by itself in that. Look at the good root system we had. Put the nodules out. She branched out. We're throwing the pods all the way to the top there, okay? And this is basically with this plant responding to the good growing conditions, and it showed, it branched out, did extremely well in that. The big thing is this year we're seeing that more and more people are using premium seed treatments, and it's really helping us protecting that seed after emergence against soil-borne diseases and getting the plant growing above the ground in that. And a lot of this is showing the benefits of getting started early in that, planting early, and also taking care of it by keeping the weeds out, and also taking into account if there's any diseases, we're spraying for the diseases and that. So all in all, I feel pretty good this year about my soybeans. In past years, the Group 3 beans didn't do maybe as well as what our early Group 2s did because we didn't have the rain to fill the beans out. About 3.5 weeks ago is when we got those rains throughout most of the state, anywhere from 2 to 4 to 5 inches in that, and that came at such a good time. The pods are there, and we're really filling out the pods. And that rain we had 3.5 weeks ago pretty much put another 2 to 4 bushel out there. So I really look for some positive out there with our soybean yield this year. I feel that we're going to have a little bit better, despite some of the lack of rain we had early. The plants were able to respond later on with the rain, fill the pods out. And I guess my big concern right now, if we do dry off, a period of dry spell coming here, if we don't get the beans, we'll probably see some shattering out there in the field. So, just like corn and soybeans, go ahead. We need to harvest them within a time frame, get them off, get them in the bin. We got a lot more to sell.